How's it going? David from Comic Book Investments. Well, happy Father's Day, everyone. And today I just wanted to do something a little fun, just have kind of a good time. I took my dogs to the park. We went and got donuts, which I love, maple bacon donuts. And yeah, so I decided to do this video. I had another one video planned, but I'm like, this will be fun to do. This would be the top 10 comic book dads. All right, I thought it was kind of cool going through this list. All right, first up, number 10. We got Omni Man, and his son or kid is Mark Grayson, who is Invincible, and they both appeared in Invincible #1. That's kind of the first appearance of them. I know that Omni Man did appear in Supreme 53, but it wasn't really the same Omni Man. But that was also through Image. Basically, this list is just people like fathers whose offsprings were very important in the comic world. All right, number 9, Reed Richards. And he, of course, had Franklin Richards and Valeria. Reed Richards first appeared in Fantastic Four #1. All right, moving on to number 8, Magneto. And Magneto first appeared in X-Men Comics #1. And his offspring were Quicksilver, Scarlet Witch, Polaris. He had, I think Anya was another kid that he had that was died. And he had a bunch of clone kids too. I don't know. But I don't really consider those. All right, number 7. Bruce Wayne. As the father, and his offspring were Damian Wayans, Dick Grayson, and Tim Drake. He first appeared in Detective Comics 27. Now, Damian Wayans is really his actual offspring, like blood offspring. But Dick Grayson and Tim Drake, he actually took under his wing. And not only that, but he also, he raised them. So he's basically their father, like when they didn't have a dad. Now, I know Jason Todd, but he died. So, I guess you could throw him in there as well. But yeah, moving on to number 6, Odin. Now, Odin had 3 kids. He had Thor, Loki was adopted kid, and he had Hela. And he first appeared in Journey the Mystery 86. All right, moving on to number 5, Splinter. Now, Splinter had, Raphael, Leo, Donatello, Michelangelo, and he basically took them, he was the father of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He first appeared in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #1. Now, not always, he technically, obviously, isn't his biological parents, right? Because he's a rat and they are, turtles. But, to be a dad or a father, I don't think you have to have biological kids, right? There's adopted kids. You can be a stepdad. I had a stepdad growing up. So, this is just being a father, I don't think it has to be a biological thing. I think it's someone that takes care of someone that like teaches them, the ways of life and how to go through life, and is this a prominent figure in that child's life. Maybe they don't have a biological parents. Maybe their parents died. Who knows? But yeah, so we have Splinter at number 5. Number 4, Uncle Ben. Now, Uncle Ben is obviously the uncle to Peter Parker, who obviously is Spider-Man. And he first appeared in Amazing Fantasy 15, but he also did appear in Strange Tales 97, with, Aunt May and Uncle Ben. Look at the pages of Strange Tales 97. There's Uncle Ben and Aunt May. And it was drawn by Steve Ditko, who also drew Uncle Ben in Fantasy 15. And so, but some people say it doesn't really count or whatever like that. It's like a prototype, but they have the same names. They look identical. So I'm going to go with Strange Tales 97, but, people say Fantasy 15. And obviously, Peter's parents died early on, or, I can't keep track. They died, but they were spies, and I don't know, what's what. But nonetheless, Uncle Ben raised Peter. And it ended up dying, and that was, pivotal moment in Peter Parker's life that turned him into Spider-Man. Because before that, he was just using his powers to like wrestle random people and do little tricks to make money. All right, moving on to number 3. I wonder if you can guess who it is. Jonathan Kent. And obviously, he is the father of Kal-El, who is Superman. And Jonathan Kent actually first appeared in Superman number 1. Now, in Action Comics number 1, they just said it was just a drive-by motorist that found, baby Superman. They didn't really have a name for him. And then in Superman 1, they had, I believe it was Mary Kent and then the dad, right? He actually didn't have a name. And it wasn't, and then after that, it turned to Eben and Sarah Kent a little bit later. Those were their names, Eben, I don't know exactly, E-B-E-N. But it wasn't until like, I think 1951 when they solidified them as Jonathan and Martha Kent. Martha was actually Mary for a while and Sarah, but then they settled on, Ma and Pa and Jonathan and Martha Kent. So that took a while actually. So it took many years for them to solidify Superman's, adopted parents. All right, number 2. Thomas Wayne and Alfred Pennyworth, and they were the parents of Bruce Wayne, who is also Batman. Thomas Wayne first appeared in Detective Comics 33, and Alfred appeared in Batman 16. Now, you might be wondering, well, why is Alfred on there if Thomas Wayne is the dad? Well, Thomas Wayne died when Bruce Wayne was a child, right? And, Alfred was the one that took care of him. We basically raised Bruce Wayne, taught him, basically a lot of things in life, made him the man that he became. So I consider that Alfred is definitely a father to Bruce Wayne, right? He might be the butler, but he's definitely the father because he raised him. Also, one of my favorite storylines is the Flashpoint paradox, where actually, because Flash is retarded and decides to go back to save his mom, he ruins the whole timeline, and he basically, what happens is Bruce Wayne and his mom actually die, and Thomas Wayne actually sees their death. This is the picture of it right there. And, Thomas Wayne becomes Batman, so it's crazy. I like that storyline. Or was it his mom became the Joker because his son died and she went insane? I don't know. I'm getting confused. But anyways, all right. I bet you know it. Take a pause for a minute, pause this video, try to guess number 1. You will not guess number 1 at all. Because I'm like, look, I already did Spider-Man, I already did, Superman, I already did Batman. Those are the best, right? Well, here's the thing. This is my list, so I get to choose what I want to put in there. And you will never guess number 1. All right. Take a pause, put in the comments, guess, and I'll wait for you to come back. All right. I hope you put in the comments what you think number 1 is. No one will guess it. This is my list. Number 1, Superman is the best dad. Why is he the number 1 dad? Because his kid is Krypto. Krypto first appeared in Adventure Comics 210, for Superboy, but that was basically Superman when he was younger. And yeah, I know he has like Streak, and he has whatever the monkey's name is, and the super horse, I can't remember. Comet, I think, is the super horse. I don't know, what's the monkey, Bobo? I have no idea. But yeah, he has Krypto. Krypto obviously is the number 1 offspring in all of comics, so that makes Superman the number 1 dad. Yeah, obviously I'm a dog lover, and I have 2 dogs sleeping right next to me. If you guys would have, listened to the intro, how I said I took my dogs to the park, then you might have been able to guess number 1. So yeah, this was just a fun list I did. I thought it'd be really cool to do. Let me know if any of you got number 1. That would be crazy if you could guess it. But I hope you guys all have a great Father's Day, and have a good weekend. Yeah, I'm probably just going to be working on music a little bit, and then my girlfriend's parents are coming over, and we're going to go look at a house, and then have tacos, I think, is what we're doing. But yeah, should be fun. It's pretty nice out today. I already went to the park, like I said. Yeah, have a good weekend and have a good Father's Day.